It's Detective Conan time! Hello, welcome to another figure review. Today we're gonna have a look at the S.H.Figuarts run Mouri from Detective Conan, the sidekick, the girlfriend actually, the second most important character of the entire show. And I gotta be honest, I was sleeping a little bit on the Detective Conan releases, although I'm not sure if I'm all in on all of them because they're already gonna release another Conan with like more accessories and whatnot. I'm not sure about that one, but sticking to this review, run is right now on sale on Army, so go out and get it there. But wait, before you do, let's see if it's actually worth it. Well, this is definitely going to be an interesting one. I can tell you that there's a lot of things I want to talk about here. She stands at about 14.5 centimeters to the top of her weird hair sticking out. You got like the what is up with your hair? Looks normal, but what is this? What is this? Like the great mysteries of anime. Almost 6 inches tall, again going to the top of the hair. Now, look at this figure. Overall, it looks nice, right? But there's a lot of issue that comes with this. First, I want to have a look at the face, because if you're a big fan of Detective Conan, and I had to look up some pictures again to refresh my memory, the eyes look nice, she's got a nice smile, and the hair is overall molded nicely and whatnot, except for there's a white spot on that side. It's nice flowy in the back, so we had to look at that, but let me ask you something. Does she look like Ran? Does she really look like her? First and foremost, I think the eyes. I don't know why they did the added detail on the side over there. She doesn't really have that. The eyes look a lot more rounded in the anime. The other thing is, either the eyes are too big or they should be further apart, because like they're really on the edge. Overall, it looks good, but it doesn't really look like Ran. Same goes for the art style of the anime. It's a lot more rectangular, especially here in the head. You can tell they were kind of trying to go for it, but I still feel like it's too rounded. Also, her sharp hair sticking out, probably not as super sharp as in the show, so you can't stab people with it. You know, you gotta have some security measures in place for that. But yeah, overall, I mean, the design, the look of the figure is good, but they kind of missed the mark a little bit with doing Detective Conan run. Well, let's have a look at the rest of the figure. You got the school outfit, which looks nice. It's painted. Okay, I say okay because most of this is not paint. You have like the blue plastic for the entire outfit, and then you have the green part over here and the white, which is just connected. They just put that on, so it's pretty easy to paint that. Not giving them any flack for it, but when they actually have to put some paint on the figure, they fail colossally, as you can tell on her sleeves over here. Just like, yeesh. That part is pretty bad. I mean, on this side it looks better. Still has some bleeding, but overall, considering that you didn't really have to do much for this figure, you do the mold, you mold everything in the painted plastic, and you just have to add that little bit of paint. You have a little button over here, and that's pretty much it. We're down to her shoes, which are nice and shiny. That looks nice, and the socks. But yeah, it's just really basic, and they still make mistakes. Oh, by the way, I almost forgot, before I get to the articulation, it's pantsu time! Just a white one. Just very underwhelming. Don't really have a butt mold. Also, they didn't make a butt mold in the thighs, so for all you customization guys, if you want to take the skirt off, I think you can, because it's just connected. I'll show you the connection in a second. But since you don't have a butt mold, you just have joints sticking out, so don't do that. Now, articulation, head moves forward, doesn't really go to the back because of the hair. Does tilt side to side very nicely, and it would go all the way around. Let me try that out. Yes. Also, added to that, you have neck articulation. As you can tell, you can rotate that around. For the shoulders, you have a big ball hinge in there, which is nicely covered up. I think there's another ball hinge in the chest area, because you can bring it forward if I get it to the right angle. There you go. Show you that, bring it forward, can swivel it over here, goes up over 45 degrees. Ball hinge in the elbow, ball hinge in the hand, goes up, down, rotation. Chest area goes back, forward, rotation. Also does tilt side to side quite nicely, I might add. This is soft plastic on here, and I like how they did that. Just with all the flag I'm giving them, I like how they molded this part. I think it looks pretty nice, and it articulates very well. Skirt is cut up in 4 pieces? Actually 3. 3 pieces. Since you can rotate this around, you can rotate it however you want to. Then left a bigger piece in the back, so you can go for some high kicks if... not as high as I wanted to, but still very nicely covered up. You have enough room for the skirt and not have any gaps. Moves out to the side a lot and does go to the back. I didn't like that clicking. What was that? Okay, it's just stiff over there. So yeah. Also the crotch piece rotates. Like I was saying, I'm trying to show you that it is just ball combination in there. So you could take this entire part out, but then it wouldn't look nice. So again, don't do that. Rotation at the legs, and then you got a ball hinge in the knee, and another ball hinge in the foot. Goes back, forward, does tilt side to side. Don't have a swivel also on the socks. Well, it's not needed, but I'm just saying. And you got a toe hinge, which as usual is stiff and frozen, and there you go. Finally. So you already have a figure that's super basic, so what are you gonna do? You're gonna add some more super basic accessories. I'm gonna leave the hands in the box because they're so small. You got chop hands and fist hands, and that's it. There's nothing else in here. And then you got 2 more faces. One smiling face and one kinda angry looking to the side face, which has a smudge on there. Great. And that's it. Accessories. Yay. And of course, I feel like I gotta have a size comparison. This video is not complete if we don't have Conan and Ron next to each other. I think it lines up. Not completely sure, obviously, with the animation. These things sometimes change, and it's really hard to find these pictures. I think this lines up pretty nicely. At least we got that. So, yeah, this is different. Final thoughts of this figure. This figure, in general, is good. But I would say this figure is worth 30 bucks. Not really more. Because overall there's nothing wrong with the figure, but the thing is, she doesn't really look like Ron. That's number one. She barely has any accessories, and there's barely any paint on it. Because they didn't need to do paint. That's the design of the figure. That's fine. But just like, she's lacking. This figure is lacking in everything except for, I guess, the articulation. I'm pretty happy with the articulation. Can't really complain about that. But for the rest of it, yeah. So as I was saying earlier, they are selling her right now on AmiAmi on a reduced price. She's on sale and she costs about 30 bucks. Of course, you have to add shipping and whatnot. And that's really it. You gotta decide if that's worth it. I feel like it's okay at 30 bucks, but still, I just wouldn't pay more. Just, okay. That's gonna do it, guys. As usual, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget, if you enjoyed this review, hit it up with a like and subscribe to the channel so you can stay tuned for more figure reviews, card game stuff, and whatever Ran wants. What does she want? Accessories, better look. That's the main thing.